Hello everyone, I am Manic Landisi and welcome back to Plague Inc. The Cure. So last time we took on the fungus and were completely overwhelmed by it. This time I'm going to put on the Ethics Watchdog, which gives us a little bit more authority, but we don't have access to censorship, and also a Checkpoint Enforcer, so that quarantine actions never lift automatically. I don't know how much those will help us, but hopefully it will. And I'm going to try and get lockdowns in a lot earlier than before. And I think in order to do that without getting people to kick off about it, is I need to investigate every single country so that I can say, well, it's here, so you need to be locked down, you need to stay indoors. So again, going into normal mode, and as before, I'm going to start in the Balkan states, and pause that first. We're going to do the usual 3 at the beginning, get them started straight off. And obviously we've got access to nothing else until we discover an infection. But I also noticed as well in the last game that when you go to a country, you get helicopters leaving from it and go into countries around it. So you don't literally need to go country to the next country. You can essentially hop over a couple of countries and then go from there. So going by helicopter and by boat. But we want to get all of these grey areas, we want them green. Right, so we've discovered it, but until it's analysed, there's nothing we can do. And as I said in the last game, there's no point doing anything with borders because of spore blooms, and they'll just pop up randomly. So come on, I need some helicopters to leave from the United States. Nowhere's going for Canada yet. Right, is there anything we can do to reduce that yet? Okay, so we want some of that. Right, we want to get those up straight away, because we're about to lock down every single continent that's got it. Oh no, you start sending helicopters out. Right. And then we'll go back over to Africa in a second, because, oh yeah, we're going to be locking Africa down. Okay, what else we got here? So if we can get the hospitals up, so at least we can get treatments going as soon as possible. Not too out of hand yet. I need to get Libya there. Right, so we're going to lock down Africa now. And we're also going to get the alerts on every other continent. See, down here, that country there's greyed out, and they're immediately saying, no, we haven't got a problem, so we need to do something about that, which is about to happen now with that helicopter there going over to that country. Right, so there's not too bad. Libya's calming down. So now we're going to, because every single continent has got a problem. Right. So that's everywhere locked down, and we're going to try and get some hand washing in there. Self-isolation, I don't think it's going to achieve much. It's more trying to keep people indoors rather than out of contact with each other. Right, we need to get a team over to is that Papua New Guinea? Okay. So it is also possible that you don't actually need to get a vaccine out. It is possible you can get the diseases to burn themselves out. So, initiative combo. So as long as we can keep the death rates down, we should be okay. Because it's not necessarily the infection that causes people to panic, but the deaths. So if you can keep the ratio of, if you can get people to recover, then it would be easier to stop people from panicking. It looks like it's pretty much under control this time. So we just need some more resources. Get the... Oh, it's blown up in Libya again. So let's get a team out of Libya. We'll also as well Get the hospital treatments up. And what have we got here? Well, also as well, emergency care. Can we upgrade that? No. So we've still got trade going around the world, but notice how even though the boats and planes are going between infected countries, notice how they haven't turned red yet. In fact, they haven't turned red at all. Yeah, so that shows it's not travelling through planes, it's not travelling by boat, it's travelling along the air currents. Right, so people are adhering to it, which is good. So advanced antifungals. So use antibiotics. Oh, those could be useful. Okay, so going down a different route rather than... Might not go for a vaccine then. Might be possible to get it to burn itself out rather than actually treat it with a vaccine. So let's have a look at our world stats. So most of the world is infected, but as far as population, doesn't matter where you go, it's not too bad. So we've still got a problem in Libya. That's where things are the worst, but it's not, the rest of the world, it's not too bad. So both death to infection might be able to get it to burn itself out. So I want to make sure that it's fully under control, and then so monoclonal antibody treatment. So get the treatments out, then maybe start looking at a vaccine. But we want to get the lockdowns out the way as soon as we can as well. So let our resources build up again. So there's quite a few people starting to recover in Libya. And we're not seeing any huge blooms out anywhere because people are complying to the lockdowns. So I mean, we are seeing little spreads, but it's not. Oh, we've got some non-compliance going on over in the Philippines because they haven't had any infections. They haven't had a single problem. Okay, that's starting to spread. So let's have a look at some stimulus packages. Oh, wrong thingy. So let's fund those. And there in particular, we'll pay them to shut up. And we'll do the same there. And yeah. So yeah, we've got countries starting to not comply. So pay them to shut up. Right, I think we need to get vaccine worked on now. Not because of the problems with it spreading, but because of the non-compliance issues. We need to get people to adhere to the rules. Right, how's things looking in Libya? Not too bad. Central America, not too bad. Oh! Okay, right, we need to get some immediate attention there in the Caribbean. See, that's what happens when you don't comply. You know, you end up spreading problems, you end up making everyone sick. Right, so... resources are going up. Authority stable at 60. Right. Crotch rot causes future health crisis. Regular medical treatment is being ignored or deprioritized during the pandemic. Doctors warn that this could have long-term consequences. Yeah, of course it would. But if people did as they were told, Caribbean islands, be able to ease it. Tell Central Asia to shut up. Need to speed that research up. Because I need to ease these lockdowns. Crotch rot mutated. A new strain of crotch rot has been detected in the Caribbean. It appears to be slightly more infectious. Well, everyone's infected there anyway, so... yeah, that doesn't matter anymore. Oh, will you stop rebelling and do as you're told? So research is still going slow. Not seeing any... how's the Philippines doing there? They're fine. Yeah, we'll leave you be because you haven't actually got anything going on there yet. So leave them to it. Right, let's get faster research in and faster production. Hopefully we can get the research out before the authority drops down. Oh, I didn't realise I didn't have that on. I thought I had the field research enabled. Right, now the Philippines are infected. Initiative combo, in it together, unprecedented global cooperation vaccine development gives the world hope that humanity can pull together to stop the disease. Non-compliance falls. Finally, the Philippines have decided to do as they're told. Something tells me this might even burn, like I said, but oh no, we've got a sudden explosion of it there. Let's deal with it there. It's because they're not complying, but some of the Philippines, like, I almost want to just leave them to it and go, fine, you're not going to do as you're told. Get infected. Crotch rot vaccine complete. Vaccines safely established and regulatory approval gained. Worldwide distribution of the vaccine will begin immediately. So now that that's on its way out, I think we can actually lift the lockdowns. So pushes the infection rate right up again, but it's irrelevant now that the vaccine's going out. And we'll spend all that on our authority. And hopefully now things will be alright. So vaccines released, infection rates are now falling, although deaths are still occurring. Why am I still present in South Africa and Central Africa? Right, okay, there we go, eradicated. So that was considerably harder than the bacteria and the virus. I'd hate to see what this is like on the harder settings. But as you can see there on the map there, it just pops up randomly. But at the same time, it can pop up and then disappear and then pop up somewhere else. But didn't have too much of a problem with the non-compliance there. It was going on. But it was quite a while before the Philippines had a bloom which caught them. But yeah, that's the thing in any pandemic. You always get people who go, well, I'm not affected, and then they end up causing a problem for everyone. But that's worked out this time. So I can't remember what comes after. So what have we got? Parasite plague. So yeah, so we've got the parasite plague for the next time round. I have no idea what would go on with that one, because parasites can behave in all sorts of different ways. I mean, obviously we're not going to have it spreading through the atmosphere like a fungus. I would expect it to behave a little bit more like the bacteria and the virus, so except probably coming in through food and animals more than contact, and you're probably not going to get it through face masks and things like that. Probably won't help. So we'll see what happens with the parasite the next time round. See if we've unlocked any. What have we got? We've got quarantine coordinator. So have a little look what they do first. Governments will also take quarantine actions when a connected country reports infection. Okay, so that's useful. So we'll have a look at the parasite next time. Thank you everyone for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.